In China, the Chinese Communist Party demands control over the lives of the Chinese people and their souls. Chinese government officials have even discouraged other countries from attending this very gathering. Is that consistent with the guarantee of freedom of religious belief that is found directly in the Chinese Constitution? Everyone in this room knows, too, that the Chinese faithful need our support. In September of last year, Chun Waixia, a member of the Falun Gong, was sentenced to 3.5 years in prison simply for practicing his faith. In May of 2018, authorities arrested Wang, the pastor of Early Rain Covenant Church, a large unregistered church in Chengdu, for openly criticizing the government's controls on religious freedom. He's still in jail today. And in China is home to one of the worst human rights crises of our time. It is truly the stain of the century. Since April 2017, the Chinese government has detained more than 1 million Chinese Muslims and other minorities in camps in Xinjiang.
China's oppression of Tibetan Buddhists goes back decades. As part of its efforts to oppress Tibetan Buddhism back in 1995, Chinese authorities captured the legitimate Panchen Lama, then just a 6-year-old boy, and neither he nor his family have been heard from in the 24 years since. In Xinjiang, the Communist Party has imprisoned more than 1 million Chinese Muslims, including Uyghurs, in internment camps, where they endure round-the-clock brainwashing. Religious persecution in China has also targeted the Christian faith. But in one of the greatest ironies in the history of Christianity, in today's communist China, we actually see the fastest growth in the Christian faith that we have ever seen anywhere on earth in the last 2,000 years. Just 70 years ago, when the Communist Party took power, there were fewer than 500,000 Chinese Christians. Yet today, just 2 generations later, faith in Jesus Christ has reached as many as 130 million Chinese Christians. The truth is, faith is breaking out all across China, even in the streets of Hong Kong. As the pro-democracy activist Jimmy Lai told me earlier this month, when young people encounter police in the streets during protest marches that have drawn millions, he said those young people often sing songs of worship and praise. As he said, they sing Alleluia to the Lord. The United States is engaged in ongoing negotiations and discussions over our trading relationship with China, and those will continue. But whatever comes of our negotiations with Beijing, you can be assured the American people will stand in solidarity with the people of all faiths in the People's Republic of China. And we will pray for the day that they can live out their faith freely without fear of persecution.